Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and gamers, to another episode from LORECRAFT. And if you are new to my channel, we're going to be doing something called a Talky episode this week, because I would love to give you guys an accurate representation of how my week has gone. So, first thing first, let's remove all forms of protection, store everything of value to us in here. Doop, 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 doop. Food and ender pearls included. Now, because we can't put shulker boxes inside shulker boxes, because duh, pop these over here. Not what I meant to do. All right, and to give an accurate representation of how my week has been so far, everything's fine. I'm doing great. So I hope you guys are doing well. I'm really excited for this episode. We've got to do a lot of stuff this time around, but we're probably just going to have a little bit of fun. So I'm not going to die on purpose, but it's an interesting week this week. Basically, I have not prepared fully in school, and that is going to cost me. But it will be fine. We'll have a good episode, and we'll get a lot of stuff done. At least that is the game plan. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're actually going back to the Iron Greed Village, which is going to be a lot of fun. We're just going to go back. We're gonna build a little more, because I've been thinking about that village, and I want to add a little bit to it. And you may have noticed in the background, we actually have a second building, which is pretty exciting. I plan on adding one of these maybe in between every episode or so while we expand this out. If there's an interesting one or important one, we'll do it on camera. I'm trying to figure out what this needs. I can't put leaves in front of it. Over here, it looks great. It looks fine. Not as much over here. Need to find out what I need to do different, but used a lot of oak. Kind of changed it up a little bit. Didn't do the interior. Didn't do the other interior. But we have to kind of buckle down, get some stuff done, get working. So the game plan is first of all, I'm dropping off this shulker box before I forget. Dupe. And we're going to be flying over to the other village. So I'm really excited, and I say, let's go. Also, before I go, it's almost better. Oop, dupe. No. If we can just get up here, F3, you can see tick rate. It's hitting like 80 to 100 instead of like 150, 200. Slowly figuring out what everything's going on here. If I can just look at the entities again. There's 150 somewhere, and we need to change that. We need to lower that down. So we'll be figuring that out. But Iron Village, let's go. Some of you may have not seen it before. Let's go. Welcome to Donyoku Tetsu, the Iron Greed Village, which is just a lovely little place. Donyoku Tetsu mine. Donyoku, I believe, means iron. Tetsu means greed. I might have those backwards. I really don't know. I lived in Japan for a while. I still don't know the language. It's kind of sad. But I've missed this place. Some of the builds aren't done. If I find one, I'll let you know, but some of the builds aren't done. And we have like these different districts. It's like the poor district, which reminds me, this is the building that we kept all of our villages in and everything like that, and we had our favorite two in here until they annoyed me and just happened to, what's that? What? Oh, wow. I used to detail like that? Why did I used to detail like this? I'm judging myself as a builder. What is wrong with me? None of these have texture. Like, it's weird. I've grown a lot as a builder. But no, I've missed this place. It's interesting. But I thought I would say that it's been an interesting week, you know? Because the definition of a mistake, an action or judgment that is misguided or wrong. And as a verb, it is be wrong about, which defines what I've been doing this week. I had my first ever assignment be late. That didn't include like, hey, sorry, prof, I was late with this assignment. I was in the hospital. No, that's understandable. Get your rest, somebody. You'll be fine. No, this one was, hey, I was late because I'm irresponsible. But, you know, things like that happen every once in a while. Do we have things in here? No. We had things upstairs, right? I don't even remember anymore. But, no. Assignments have been late. I haven't been prepared. I have a random day of work tomorrow, and I normally have Saturdays off. Yes, I'm recording this on Friday, because I'm prepared. By the way, this is the Iron Village. I don't really know why it's called that, but it's the Iron Village for sure. Fun times, fun times. But yeah, no. It's been an interesting week. Lots of mistakes, a lot of trials, a lot of errors, a lot of learning. Let's get to work. Oh, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to mention. There's an iron farm here. That's the Phoenix. And that's a summoning circle to turn iron golems into iron droppings. Yes, they're called droppings. Be uncomfortable. Alright, and here's a shape. We're going to make this into a better shape. And a house. I don't know. But I thought we should talk a little bit. First of all, if you do not like Talky episodes, you don't like my style when I do Talky episodes, because this is when I let my more rambunctious spirit out. These Talky episodes, of all things, are the ones that are not, like, scripted and planned in detail. Like, to give you an idea of how much I plan for specifically LORECRAFT, I have my general layout of, like, I want this village done by this time until, like, episode 250 or 300, I think it is. I need to look over my notes again. But yeah, I have a lot of it planned out way too far in advance. Oop, oh, that was damage. And I also have planned out the, ooh, what's that English stuff called again? The, like, basics of everything kind of, like, formed and ready to go for most projects that are going to happen in this world. Where they'll be, what the game plan is for all of them. And I had that planned out since, like, episode 12. But these Talky episodes kind of just show up and happen. So if I seem a little bit distracted, things don't flow as naturally, it's because I'm unprepared and a schlub. But I hope you guys are all right with that. Hope you guys are okay with this brand of somebody. But that's good. How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's a 4-sided building. All right, perfect. Let's go with that, and then we're gonna need way more. Where'd I put? Why can't I fly here? What's the 70, 160 entities? It kind of makes sense. I mean, I have a bunch of them up there. I think there's 30 villagers right there, so that's a decent amount of damage on the server. That. How do we want this roof to go? Stairs. And that might be enough, I don't know. Let's go with a bunch of those. And at least 20 of these. 30. Ah, no. Better. But, yeah, no, let's talk about mistakes and stress. So, I've been making jokes with a lot of friends, and if you're on... I don't think I've put it in my Discord yet, oddly enough, but if you're a part of any of the other Discords I'm in, you see me making jokes about, I misplaced my motivation, please return to owner. And instead of focusing and just riding through and saying, hey, you know what, I might not be motivated, but this needs to get done, I kind of just let that take control and stopped trying for a little while. And that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing, actually. And I just want to encourage you guys, like, it is annoying, it is tough, it's not always fun. But if you can get through it, push through, and just be motivated even though you don't want to be, you can be extremely successful in so many different things. It's astounding. Yep, I have regrets. Get rid of these. Because when you're able to focus and do these things that you want and choose to do, things happen that you're kind of shocked that you have the energy to make happen. You, come with me. Stairs, please. And I like to go back to this as an example. I am a musician. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. And I'm not exactly, I would say, an awful musician. I have played out of country from where I live. I've done a lot of stuff, and it's been an amazing privilege, and I'm grateful for every moment of it. And it's allowed a lot of opportunities. And I encourage you guys not to scoff at those kind of opportunities when they arise, because motivation in those moments is what allows these things to happen. Why does this feel so wrong? let's do the old somebody approach and just brute force our way through this until things feel right, which might not happen. But at the very least, it'll look like a thing, hopefully. Man, that feels weird. But the main thing that I'm like, I desire, I guess, for my YouTube career is not the like, I want 1 billion million subscribers. I want to be able to do what I always do, which is teach people things that I kind of know what I'm talking about. And by kind of, I mean I know from experience what I'm talking about. And that would include, and is not limited to, being stressed and resolving that said stress. And I just want to encourage you guys. Motivation is an awful, fickle thing that is so hard to have, but go get it. You're going to need it. Learn the things that inspire you, learn the things that give you a drive, focus on those, and you'll be able to get things done. I have a friend of mine that honestly, he inspires me a lot because he was in college, he was getting his degree, and at one point he kind of said, no, this isn't for me. This was a great idea, but it's not going to happen the way I wanted it to, and I'm not going to try to force it anymore. Everyone thought he was crazy for doing so. Everyone thought it was ridiculous of him. This isn't how I want this shape to be. I fell. It's not how... Oh, I don't have a door in here either. It's not what he planned for. It's not what he expected in his life to drop out of college, but he realized that he wasn't happy going for what he was trying to do. He didn't have the motivation to continue going for it, and he felt like he wasn't learning. So he decided he's going to drop out and do his own thing and make it work the way he wants it to work. Does that work for everyone? No, it does not. But it worked for him. And he's continued to make it work. And it's kind of an inspiration. I need more stinking stairs. So I just want to encourage you guys to really do your best when it comes to these things, because you're able to accomplish a lot. And it's very easy for us to go, no, it's too hard. It's too difficult. I don't want to. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get it done. You can do it. But I'm saying this, of course, after I've had like my first ever late assignment. And by ever, I legitimately mean ever. I've like kindergarten, I was on time. Primary school, I was always on time. Like, not for actually showing up for things. I'm perpetually late in that regard. But maybe I could do something like this and then something like this, and we're able to do something kind of a little silly and fancy, and we're able to make it work. Maybe. You here. You there. Dupe, we'll need another one of those. You turn, block, slab. And then this side, same thing, please. But okay, those are falling very far before I'm picking them up, right? There, that might be able to work. Oh, should that be? No, I'm content. I'm happy. Now it's time to be doing the trim on this thing. But no, guys, you can do this. It's not gonna be easy, but you can do it. I believe in you. I trust you. Let's bring this up. I feel like this is a very ugly build. Oh, no, no, no. I feel like this isn't like a very aesthetic build, which hurts me emotionally to admit. We'll find out, though, when we get down and we're able to decorate and make it all pretty, hopefully. Alright, something like that, maybe. Let's go to the other side, and then at the end of this, we'll be able to see how this looks. But I just want to encourage you guys, it's not always the easiest thing to get these things done, but you gotta do it. So, good luck to you. You can accomplish things. You can get things done. Don't get distracted. Don't play Skyrim randomly for hours on end when you are a busy human being, which may have been what I was doing this week. Let's see. I also realize this might be late to be saying now. Oh yeah, I need to fill that in. But cobblestone pillar will be there. Little garden will be there. think that'll be able to make it so it's more interesting. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. I'm mostly guessing. But, ooh, I have ideas for that. I can make that work. Also, if you guys want Minecraft inspiration, place a bunch of blocks randomly and then make it happen. Just make it work. You might not have any idea of how to make it work, but make it work. You will have to build the weirdest things, and it helps so much. But I'd also like to talk about in this episode about stress management. Not just getting stuff done, but also managing and realizing, okay, maybe I can't do this right now. But first, bedtime. So when it comes to stress management, I want to encourage you guys to find something that you can do continuously without, I guess the word is gripe, which sounds awful to say out loud, but without gripe, and be able to just continue working and doing and improving in that craft. I need more cobblestone. Because it allows you to have this sense of freedom, expression in who you are, getting things done the way you want to get them done, but also, you know, like not dying and crying, which is very important. Those are very important things in life, because it isn't always the easiest thing. Let's do something a little odd. That's odd. That is definitely odd. Get rid of you. Come back to me. I just want to get the general shape of this thing really quick. Something like that, maybe? But for instance, YouTube for me, I've said this plenty of times and I'll continue to say it. The reason I started doing YouTube, I was extremely stressed with school and life and trying to get everything done. That was back when I was doing maybe 100 hours? Was that 100 hours a week? Yeah, I worked 55 hours a week with my regular job, was in school for 45 hours a week and volunteered for another 10. Yeah, 100-hour weeks. For the most part. I mean, obviously there was somewhere it was less and somewhere it was more. But no, my average then was probably about 100 hours per week. And I had to learn to kind of adjust and change and adapt. And part of that was I needed to find something that gave me a source of expression and freedom and a sense of accomplishment. And I needed something that kind of restricted me, because I would just focus on getting schoolwork done instead of like being happy, getting like living a life that I could say I'm doing something in. And so I encourage everyone and anyone, if you aren't sure as to what that could be for you, try YouTube. It might be the most ridiculous thing you've ever tried to do in your life, but give it a shot. I'm not even kidding. Because you can do so much in it. Like anything that you think you can be good at, there's an audience for on YouTube. I'm saying this, I have like 120 subscribers as I'm recording this. It's not easy. You're not gonna flood the market. You're not gonna become the biggest channel overnight. Trust me. And if you do, give me a shout out, please. That'd be nice. But it takes time and you learn to adapt and that's not what I wanted. I want this. Right. All right, more of these, please. Thank you. But let's make one out of oak, one out of spruce, just to be difficult. But no, YouTube can really make and push you to relax, of all things. Some of you may notice I moved to daily videos as of this week. We have house series on Sundays, we have RimWorld on Mondays, Tuesdays is VillageCraft, Wednesdays is RimWorld, Thursdays is the boat series, Friday back to RimWorld, and then Saturdays is here. And I have a bonus video for next week, which should be very exciting for a very small demographic of you. What do we need to do on this wall? Well, first of all, we need something like that. Then we need windows. Ooh, windows are good. We should have windows. Maybe one there and one, I want to say there. We'll do a full block window there. But you need to kind of be ready, get and do these things, but it's like it's rewarding and it's satisfying to be able to say, I set out to do this and I am accomplishing what I have set out to do. So I encourage you guys, seriously, go for it. If you think you have something to offer the world, don't hide it. Don't try to sit back and, oh, that's not what I wanted. Don't try to just like, oh, well, you know what? It's fine. Like, we're all kind of in this thing together. We're all humans. We're all trying to make it by in life. And if you have something that you can provide for others to enjoy, don't be selfish. Share it. We all have talents. We all have gifts. We all have abilities. Why we try to hide these parts of ourselves from others is kind of ridiculous. As I say that, no one knows I do YouTube. In like real life, very, very few people know, but you guys know. You guys know that I enjoy Minecraft, that I work hard in Minecraft, and it's able to be something that we're able to do together, and we're able to have a lot of fun doing. So I encourage you guys, seriously, try it out. And if you seriously do, let me know. Discord link is down below. If you start YouTube, I will definitely try to give you a shout out if you start from this video. But I'm rambling a lot. Let me finish up this build real quick. Let's burn some diorite. Let's call it a day. Here's a really quick fun fact. Here's a nice fancy build I did. See, look at this. Okay, here's one that's less fancy. All right, so there's a couple that are less fancy. What I've realized is none of these have windows. How on earth did I make so many houses without a single window? Why? Why? No, that's the right question. Not how, not what, not what's wrong with me. Why is wrong with me? Windows, come on. Details, come on. This just reminds me I have improved as a builder in the past little bit, which is reassuring. So I realized I forgot my diorite and birch, so let's just pretend that we did a nice birch bonfire and diorite burning. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope that this was good. I hope you enjoyed this. Oh, wait, hold on. No, thoughts. I think this is a pretty good idea. Ooh. You turn on shaders and I'm a good builder. I am a good... the light. It's beautiful. Except for like the weird like black edge it has when I look down. I look at it and like it goes away kind of. You can kind of still see it. But man, this looks pretty good with shaders on. Oh, that is pretty. I like that. Actually, we have to get a better view of it. That's a summoning circle if I've ever seen one. Oh, this looks awesome too. I like this. I'm happy. I like the warm glow. It's so nice. It's so pretty. But that is all the time we have, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you guys back here sometime soon with the next one. Goodbye.